Howdy, howdy. This is Blue Otter. Today we are continuing in Let Them Trade Party Prep. It's time to start preparing for a big event the king has planned. Build the special warehouse building and fill it with resources. My loyal subject, you have impressed me recently, so I'll let you in on a little bit of my plan for the future of the kingdom. I don't quite trust you enough to tell you all the details, but I'm organizing an event, a big party. Remember, this is sensitive information, and it would be a disaster if my enemies heard about this. They are not invited. We've so far built up production of various resources, but now it's time to put it all together and start buying some food and resources for the big event. Okay, so we're gonna go into this. Okay, as you can see, there's already basic economy here, but we still need to establish the production of the peasant luxury resources. So let's start off by building some cities to produce fish and wool, which we'll need later. So we have Cloverbank and Thistle Hollow. Which we are starting with. Okay, we need to build 2 cities, and we need fishery and sheep farms. We do have, yes, we do have the research center, and we do have the provisioneer. Yes. So what I want to do is first, I would like to send Sir Godfrey in scout mode. We'll send him over here because I see a couple fish over here, so I want to kind of see if there's anything more. And then the other thing we're going to do is we're going to come up here to research, and looks like we've already got fish and sheep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get another potato farm, we'll get another lumberjack, and maybe a higher peasant farm, so we can get that being researched. Let's also go ahead and speed up the clock a little bit, so that way this can be going and we'll be making some money as well. And with 3 up here, I think this is going to be an ideal spot to have a city that's going to be built on fishing. So let's come over to basics. We're going to start a city center. I think right here. And then we'll do 2 peasants, and we're going to do 2 fishes. And we'll do a road right there, and there. Okay, so we have Peasant Home 2 available. So what is Peasant Home 2 gonna do? Upgrade is 1 + 1 peasant slot. Okay, so I don't quite need that, but we can do bigger fields and bigger fields. Okay, so if we then upgrade 1 and we upgrade that one, that's gonna get us more potatoes made. Now down here we have a wood that we can do, a forester. We can do a peasant home. And I'm pretty sure I'm spending all my money, aren't I? Lumberjack, we'll go ahead and plus 20% output. That's a sawmill and another peasant home. Okay. This is extra. This is just to kind of get some help improve some of that basic. I do need 2 cities upgraded. We can upgrade. Do I want to upgrade Cloverbank or? Hold on. My knight has reached. Oh no, he's going around there. Okay, we found some coal over here. But let me send him over to here then. Oh, and this is Kingsmere wool. Yeah, I know everyone's complaining because we don't have wool. I am debating about where I want to have anything, and for that, what I think I want to do is I would like to upgrade some stuff and go ahead and possibly do just some general other upgrades. Okay, where's Sir Godfrey? We have bigger boats. There we go. And part of the reason why I'm waiting is because you can only have 4 city centers. So I really want to make sure that I'm going to have a place that I'm going to be able to effectively do this, but with the sheep farms. So this is looking promising. I would like to have just a little bit more. This probably is the base, like the edge of the map. So let's see if what's over here. Because this is a lot of the light green, which is what I need to do the sheep. Yeah, I think this is going to be... I think I'm going to do... maybe like right here, I think. Maybe. Oh, this might be even better. Let's see what this one looks like. No, looks like this one might be my better. Let's see, what else do we got? Okay, but I think that is one of the larger contiguous green spaces. So yeah, let's go ahead and Go to basics. Oh, we can't go. We can't go further down. I'm still leaning towards like right here. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's do that right. I'd love to be able to do it like right here. Let's do it right there. I know it's down a ways. We'll do people and we'll have some wool. And let's do a road here. Fantastic. I have a very grand plan. It's going to be the biggest tournament ever. We're going to need a lot of food and other stuff, and sadly we have nowhere enough storage space for everything. I've sent you the plan for the construction for space of a warehouse designed by Mr. Nuts himself. For the warehouse, we're going to need some stone though, which is mined in a quarry. Research and build a quarry to establish stone production, which we kind of already did. And the closest stone we have some stone here. That's coal. And this one is gold. This is stone. And this is stone. So, and that's an iron deposit. So I could... Cloverbank, I could do it here, but I would have to upgrade Cloverbank, which is one of the... I think I'm going to go ahead and do that because I will probably do this, but I will probably do that with Cloverbank, making it more for wood. But Thistle Hollow only has 2. I don't have to upgrade this one. And I could add another peasant and a quarry right there without expending anything onto Thistle Hollow. So let's go. I want you to research over there. Because I would like to connect Greenspur up here to Kingsmere. Great. Now build the warehouse onto your castle. So we're going to go over to castle. And we need to build a warehouse. And I kind of want to build it on the road. So I think I'm going to build it here on the south end, right there. And there is the warehouse. If we... Taking some screenshots here. The little wood. And then there's the kitty. You can pet the kitty. All right. So taxable income we have is about 156. So that way, that one is really important. What do I have? We just need stone. So I am going to look over here and we have scaffolding. So we can already do that with a plus 20% output without anything else. And they're doing fine. We have wool here. Let's go ahead and do our mountain goats. Yeah, we need to... Which one do we want to level up? Thistle Hollow would need to be leveled up if we were to do anything else. Let's go into the research tree. Let's go ahead and maybe let's do Traveler Speed upgrade. And let's speed up our time So all these guys can go in. Okay, there we go. Now we've got this. We can do a bridge right there. And then we can connect the road right there and the road from here to there. And that's going to allow us to be able to basically have this round circuit for travel. And that will help speed everything up with travel. We are almost there with the warehouse. Yeah, they're putting the final touches on that. There we go. The warehouse expands storage space to your castle, so now you can stock up to 150 of every resource. We're going to need a lot of food, buy 50 bread and 150 fish, but we're also going to need tablecloths and napkins, so better buy 150 wool as well. That'll definitely come in handy. Okay, so let me back up so we can have a little bit more of a world view. Well, a table view, more of a table view. Okay, so with this, this is one of the things, because I played this a few times, and this part gets explained. You come over here, we need 150 fish, so we're going to mark this as 150 fish. And then we also need 150 wool, so we come down here and we want 150 wool. And then what we need is we need bread. Now this is a potato. We do not have bread. So bread is going to be some research, and this is not really explained very well in this, but we're going to need a wheat farm. So we're going to go ahead and start researching that. And then we're going to need to do a mill. But to get the mill, because the mill comes up here into this worker class, we're going to have to then go and get the worker. And then we can come in and do the mill. And then we can go in and get the bakery. And the bakery is going to be where we're going to actually get the bread. Maybe the workers are already done, because I'm seeing that there's a check mark there. And I don't think I already did that one. What is urban development? Increases city limit by 3. So I think that one's going to be good. So we're going to also throw in urban development. Because that will be critical. And then, hold on, to do bakery, before we can do bakery, we can still do mill. Actually, wait, let's back on that. To get to bakery, we have, if you notice that little black mark there, we need to do coal mine. So to do that, you have to do stone tool maker, and then you have to do coal mine, and then we can come over here and we'll do mill, and then we'll do bakery. So it takes a little bit of a roundabout way, and this is probably the only fault that I've really had with the game, is that it just says make some bread, but it doesn't really talk you through with what the process and what all is involved in that. So it got me a little frustrated, and so I'm actually re-recording this, knowing what I need to do a little bit more in advance. And that's fine if you're playing this through and you don't really kind of know what you're doing, and you play it through, you figure out what you need to do, and then you can go back in and replay this to try to optimize what you did. And that's what I'm doing here, and I'm just showing you a little bit more of an optimized build. And probably one of the variables that I would say to pick is with this one, is one, you want to find a good spot for the sheep. Okay, so now we have the wheat farm researched, so we can build a wheat farm. And I think we're going to do that up here. we can go ahead and level up Thistle Hollow. Because Thistle Hollow's already got some agriculture going. So let's do some... Yeah, we're already at the maximum count there. And they're going to get 7, 9. We'll be able to do a peasants. We'll only be able to do maybe, I think, 1. So we'll have peasant here and we'll do a wheat farm there. So this one we can do stone tools if we have stone tools. Collective farming, so we're going to add that. To that one. One of the things I think we're going to also do is we're going to come over here. I'm going to add the extra sheep farm. And then having coal mine, then we can do... And then comes the mill, then comes the bakery. Yeah, so there is our very first wheat production. I gotta say, I love the artwork on here. The artwork and the animation in this game just is so adorable. And then what I want to do is I think I'm going to go ahead and level up Greenspur. I already have I might as well just go ahead and level them all up. I want a mill built. I'm going to build a mill over here. Now the mill is under the workers. So anytime you come over here, anything that is in this blue teal level of the research tree, this belongs to the peasants. Anything that's in the worker is going to be something that's going to require a worker. So what do I mean by that? So for peasants, you have the lumberjack, the potato farm, the sawmill, the fish, the sheep, the quarry, and the wheat farm. So here we have the worker we're going to build is we do need to have a worker. How many spaces do we have? 9. Can we upgrade maybe one more time? I'd like to get maybe 2 more. Although I thought urban development was supposed to increase the city limit by 3, but that's okay. Here, city can carry 40% more. That would be a really good one to have as well. Oh, so we're getting hung up on the fact that we don't have stone tools. So what I would like to do is come over here to worker. We're going to have... Hold on. They are still working on that. They just need a couple more planks. I could probably build it over here instead, but... There we go. Okay, so now we have 11. Because what I wanted to do was here is the quarry. And stone tools is going to take... It looks like logs. Logs and stone and 2 people. So yeah, I think I am going to go ahead. I'm going to put them over here. So we'll do... Hold on, we're gonna do workers. I'm gonna give them base, and then we'll have a worker or a stone thing right there. And then over here, might not be that far to get the wood over there. I was gonna try to do an extra wood thing there, but I think I want to kind of hold on that. Because otherwise what I was thinking is I could do that and that. And so that would give like just an extra wood production right there. So Thistle Hollow is pretty good. And they're also helping to provide just a little touch more wood. If I need more from Thistle Hollow, then what I'll do is I'll take these two out. So they should have stone. And then the stone would be transported over to here. It's made into tools. And it would be shipped anywhere it needs to be shipped. For instance, in research. I think we're going to increase these two peasant homes by 2, which will give me, or up a level, which will give me another worker spot. Because I would like more fish. They just need more. They're doing pretty good. I've only got one sawmill, but it seems to be doing pretty well. There we go. We're already on sheep 2. So with this one should be, hold on. These should be 3 pretty soon. As soon as they're finished being built. Here we go. If we have planks as input, it means we don't have to have a peasant. But here, if we do wheat, we can have more output, and the mountain goat just allows us to have in general more output. Okay, now we're already researching bread. So what I need to do is I need to build a coal mine. What I'm gonna do down here is, yeah, I need a coal mine. So I'm gonna put a peasant house here and a coal mine right there. Now the coal mine is going to be, we're gonna have stone tools. They have 50% output. Which I think I'm gonna do. Yeah, that's got an extra one. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here to peasants here, and I'm gonna actually add another fish with bigger boats. And I'm gonna research, hold on. I'm gonna research a better sawmill as well. Because I've only got one sawmill down here, and I'd really like to increase my output, especially with these needing an extra plank. And I'm fixing to try to make these where these are gonna also need an extra plank. Okay, let's do real quickly. Where is wool? Okay, you have 7 out of 9. We could possibly increase this and increase this one. That would give me 6 total, which would allow me to have another sheep farm. And Sir Godfrey's just going out and having a blast, just going through and scouting the area. Oh, so what I was gonna do is down here, I have 8, 9. If we increase this, or we have this one, we could increase Kingsmere. And just so that Cloverbank doesn't feel left out, we'll go ahead and upgrade Cloverbank. Okay, so for the workers, I need a mill. We're still researching that. So the mill is going to take wood, planks, and stone to build, and it's going to take a little bit of stone. So what I'm thinking I might do is actually have it built down here. Maybe not. Never mind. What about you? 7 out of 11. Okay, so we're going to have you build there, and we're gonna have the mill right there. Actually, if I was being realistic, the mill would most likely be placed next to the water. But it looks like they're using a windmill, so that should be fine. I was thinking like using a water based one. Okay, so this is going to be making. It's gonna be taking the wheat and stone. What do you have? You have 9 out of 10. I could. Let's see. Okay, so if we have this one as 3, that's a sawmill. Peasants, we upgrade the peasants. It's gonna get me 6. That will just take care of those. So how are we with our research on this? Current progress, estimated cost. That's expensive, but we've got it. I'm more concerned about the fact that we don't have any wool. Oh, I know why. Because you've got to turn this on and this. So you have to tell it that it wants the stuff put together. And now it should, because you manually turn it on, or it will turn on when you do research. So that should start getting the wool and fish. Yep, there's our first 10 wool. Okay, there we are. Now the bakery is unlocked. Unlocked wood-fired ovens for bakery. Okay, so this one is the one that I've actually got some space left. So what we're going to do is we're going to do another worker home. We're going to put it right here. And we're going to build a bakery right here. And then we're going to come over here. We'll do a wood-fire oven that will get coals. Now remember, I've got this highway down here to here's where my coal station is. So I will say this about the map is the fact that you're only limited to 4. Oh, that's where it is. Okay, you can get 3 more cities. Oh, okay. Learn something new. Learn something new. All right, let's do... Yeah, that would be helpful. Let's do, because we're going to need... Hold on, let's do a city that's maybe like right here. And what this is going to be is this is going to be a worker. Worker. We're going to have a mill right there. And we'll have a bakery right there. We'll have a road and road right there. And a second road right there. Okay, so this is a peasant home. This is a wheat field. Then we could do a peasant and have a wheat field right there. Because what we can do is remove that and we'll do another potato farm right there. And can we upgrade? We don't have the potato farm upgraded. We should be able to. Yeah, here we go. Upgrade, and upgrade. So yeah, we've got our side quests, our milestones, charcoal burning. We can go ahead and do that one as well. I honestly kind of want to do, if I've got another city center, I want to do one right here, and we're just gonna have peasants, and we'll have wood, and wood. Maple watch. Oh, here we can do, this one's free. And once this one's leveled up, so that just ensures that we have a lot more wood going in. And since this is a mill and we've already got a mill there, I'm going to take this out. Gonna put the road in. It will like to remove the road first. I want to add another sawmill. And we're going to increase that one. Already increased that peasant home. And as soon as this one's finished, we're going to increase this one to a level 2. So that gives us effectively 5 wood lumberjacks and 2 sawmills. And then this is basically our bakery and everything you could possibly need center. Let's see about getting that to a higher level. Urban development, increase city limit by 3. Okay, I was thinking it was saying the city size limit. Do we have another one, or is it just that one? Okay, this is now my favorite one, this urban development, because that way we're not limited to 4. Now I do have one more city that I can have. I did this one right here because it was already along the path, and it's halfway between these 2 cities, between the city that's being built, Greenspur, and Cloverbank. We have 8, 9. We could well, they're already working on upgrading that. So yeah, we're working on bread. How are we doing on this? Let's see, we needed to work on upgrading this. Yeah, we're just working on building that one up. Let's go back to research. Let's get an upgrade on the wheat farm. An upgrade on fishing. Actually, let's do 2 upgrades on fishing. Okay, we've upgraded that to level 4. Probably need to work. The higher the happiness, the more inhabitants will move into the house. Okay. Yeah, we need to improve our fish. Our fish output. Can we increase our potato farms? Yes, we can. So let's increase our potato farms because we've got more people. And that in turn means we also need to increase our sheep farms. Oh, because we can't afford the upgrade. That's why. I have finally run out of money. So the next milestone is have 4 aristocrat homes placed with 100% average happiness in aristocrat homes. So I'm not too concerned about that. Now, a lot of this is just because we need stuff to be built, but that's one reason why I've got so many of these already built. Yeah, we got like 2. As soon as this one goes up, we'll probably add a sawmill there. And right now I'm just waiting for my cities to have all the resources be delivered. Yeah, Hills Glen looks like it is probably the poorest, which I can understand because it doesn't really have a lot. Well, everything's being built. This needs planks, which is from this one. There we go. We're starting to get some stuff upgraded. This one will be my most prosperous because it's all workers once it actually gets built. I would like... get an upgrade on my worker house. Okay, so this... yeah, we're gonna have bigger boats, bigger boats. What's this third one? Coal. I think I'm fine with the production time. It's more of... I just need them producing more. Hold on. Stone tools for 70% output. Let's go. All right. Let's see. Is this the worker house? This is the worker house. So they need logs and fish. And that's what I don't have, is I don't have fish. And the mill will have a water mill plus 20% when adjacent to water tiles. And plus 50 if I do stone tools. But I've already got stone tools up for all of the potatoes, so I don't really want to use it, per se. Alright, so it is a matter, we're down to the bread, and this is the part that got me before too, because I'm just waiting for, I think, really the mill to be built over here. So I probably should have waited until I had the mill ready over here. Because these are devolving very fast, and part of it's because they don't have fish. Let me look at this. This is Hills Glen. We're gonna send to Hills Glen. Because I'll get more fish. I'm not worried about fish. What I'm doing is right now is I'm sending some fish. See, I've already got it back up. Okay, let's see if that makes any difference. There you go. See, they've got some fish. So yeah, you definitely want the mill next to a water tile. And that's partly because you can have a water mill. So I wonder if the tile is actually different. It doesn't look like the tile is different because it still has the windmill. Okay, let me look over here at the castle keep, because I just need Hillsdale to finish. Sorry, Hills Glen. There we go. Finally eked it out. And this is a worker home. So what we would be able to do is I could say like this one goes to here, this one goes to here, and then this is a peasant home. They're relatively easy to keep happy. And then we got the wheat farm. We'll do bigger fields. So that's 2. We're gonna do 3. So they're gonna have more, looks like more wood, less, no, it says less wood consumption, but more potatoes. Which means I'm gonna want to upgrade my potatoes. So we can come over here. I'm just gonna upgrade my potato farms. It's like, please start making bread. I think is this the bakery? This is the bakery. There we are. It looks like they're making bread. There we go. We have our first bread made. And we come over here. We're going to order bread. So this took quite a bit to get ready. Okay, so that's there. So what I would like to do, can we increase it one more time? Minus 50% wood consumption. But what we'll be able to do is go to peasants, and what I'm hoping to do is to have, we gotta upgrade the city. Is to have another wheat field right here. There we go. We have 3 bread. So now that we know we've got bread coming in, it's only going to be a matter of time before it will make it over here to the castle keep. Scaffolding means nothing to me. I swear I could watch like this animation all day. Just from this level. Like have a full on city build. Oh look, there's a horse. And like I said, I've actually got a, it's a, is this another bakery? Yeah, so I've actually got 2 bakeries going. Let's see, so that's the potato farms because I need to have more food. And it's always a good idea to, we'll go ahead and do the wheat farm again. We'll do upgrade the mill and upgrade the bakery. It's always, whenever you're building, it's always a good idea to think of it like a pyramid, and you need to have a solid foundation. So like, you know, don't do what I was doing where I just build it all at once. You know, build it from the base up. You know, first you have the wood, because the wood's going to be that foundation to build, and you have the sawmill. Doesn't do any good to build the sawmill if you don't have a lumberjack. And if you upgrade the sawmill to be more efficient, is that really beneficial if your lumberjack is not supplying more? So for instance here, I probably do need to do that too. We could just go ahead and do the sawmill. We can only do the sawmill 3. And you can play this much more casual than I've been playing. I'm pushing it because I'm trying to get this done in about an hour. This is just my full play as it happens. Try to do it in as few edits as I can, or as I have to. So yeah, I'm noticing it's the mill seems to be lagging. So why is the mill? Possibly because we need... Now, one thing I did note was, like, for this, we would need to have bricks to upload. So for that, we would need to come in here and do clay pit and brick making, which we could do, but we would have to find... Ooh, I like that rug. Ooh, I like that planner too. There we go. You're a very useful person to have around. Not quite as smart as Mr. Nuts, but that's okay. Everyone should be aware of their own limitations and stay humble. Except me, of course. I'm the king. I think we're done here. I like the look of the food production in the area, and I've decided to send you to another part of the kingdom to help with some construction projects. Toodaloo. So there is our scenario is completed. So we can choose to keep playing or we can finish. And if I were to continue this, I would probably go through and research the clay making or the clay collection and the brick making, utilizing these over here, use my 7th city that I can build from and use that to make here. In fact, we're going to do an extended cut. We're going to keep playing. So what I would do is we're going to we'll exit out of all that. We'll do the clay pit and the brick making. In fact, we're going to cut that out because I want the clay pit and the brick making, which we're going to be able to do. So now we're going to go into a little bit of an extended cut, and then we will wrap up. But basically, so clay making, it's going to be kind of similar to Hills Glen. We are going to do, yeah, clay making. We'll have to go here. We'll have to do workers. Workers. And I'm going to do clay and clay. Just add that to the road right there. And then they're working on the brick making. Sun Hill. I like that name. Now for this, we're probably going to need... I'm going to go ahead and just upgrade some of these worker homes. So I'm going to put the brick maker right there once we get it. Because we just need some stone, some clay, which is fortunately really close to the castle, and some coal, which we can also do additional levels of coal. I'm not going to worry about that for this one. This time I'm just wanting to go through. So yeah, we're working on that. We're getting the clay pit. Let's see, outsourcing -2 worker slots plus 2 peasant slots. But it's -30% output plus 70% output if we use stone tools. I think we'll do that. Because I have plenty of stone tools for right now. Long run, it would probably go into the deficit. But for the short run is all I'm really concerned about right now. We're almost done with the bricks. So let's go here. We need 2 workers. So what we're going to do is we're going to put 1 there. And that should be enough for right here. We do need, however, more fish. Anybody have any fish? Here we have... You know what? We're going to be able to upgrade this because we're going to have everything. And we'll be able to do another peasant and fishery right there. Brickyard is completed. And stone tools. So I probably need more stone tools. So if we come down here, we've got 9, 11. So if we do a, hold on, if we do a, add some more people there. We add a peasant, which will allow us to add stone tools and a... You're already at your limit, so we're going to upgrade you. Yeah, that's going relatively quickly. This is almost done. Everything except for the bricks. Apparently they like this one more. Then we just need to add a worker. Hold on, we got this. Do an extra. I think this was my stone. No. This is my stone tool maker. Okay, there we go. Here, we're going to add, there's just more bricks and iron tools. Okay, well, we don't have iron tools. We're gonna add a peasant home and some more fish. And we'll make them bigger boats. But that's how you would upgrade to a level 4 town. Cloverbank and there's Kingsmere. Yeah, and I would need to produce more planks, which is right here. So, but that's party prep. So we're going to, we'll go back to the... Here we are. So the next level, a monumental problem. The king has something really special planned, but some spoil sport aren't so keen on the idea. We're going to follow through with that one in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Have an utterly fantastic day. See you next time.